Why do you consider yourself a flop? Why do you measure your brilliance and your creativity by the acceptance of other people? Just let's watch this video. Let's watch this video.
Barack Obama. His first New York Times best-selling book, people think it was his book, Obama. His first New York Times best-selling book was when he was running for president. I think he went up to go speak in Chicago.
At the Democratic National Convention.
Yes.
Right.
Now, he had 2 books that he had already published before that when he was in college. The books sold like 7 copies. He said he got a phone call randomly from the publisher and was just like, hey, we have a check for you. And he's like, what? He was just like, your book's been flying off the shelves ever since the Democratic National Convention. Then a couple weeks later, both of his books became New York Times bestsellers. But those were years after he first released them. So when he first released them, they were considered flops. Nobody cared. Then 2 years go by, people listen to him speak and then read his book and go back and realize this man is brilliant. That's why you can't knock yourself if something doesn't happen the way you want it to happen in that time. Sometimes it takes people to catch on. And this is not for nobodies. Chris Brown, who is in Everybody, did the song Residuals. And it just started popping last year.
Yeah, it came out like maybe 5 or 6 years ago and it started popping like 2 years ago.
How does this song pop now? And when it first came out, nobody was checking for it. So people consider it a flop. To me, there's no such thing as a flop. There's just people have to start paying attention.
Did you hear that? So nobody's a flop. The problem is you're measuring your success, measuring your creativity, measuring your craft with people's acceptance, and they haven't come around to accept it. Doesn't mean the work is not exceptional. People haven't come around to accept it. Doesn't mean the work is not a classic. Your craft might just be a classic. The next question is, you yourself, you the creator, you the artist, have you come to accept yourself? Because there's such a thing as personal acceptance. I remember a couple of years ago when I was new into the music thing and I did one song, I recorded a song, and till this moment, if I hear the song, I'm kind of shy. The very first single that I released, I'm kind of shy because I hadn't accepted my voice in that audio, in that soundtrack. So some of you content creators right now, you shoot a content and you've not accepted your own visuals, the visuals of yourself on screen. You've not accepted your audio as you're hearing it. You're thinking your voice is not good enough. You've not even accepted it yourself. So that is the first thing you need to deal with. You need to accept yourself. Because if you haven't accepted yourself, how do you expect the world to accept you? You have to accept yourself. One of my major inspirations when it comes to accepting the way you are is Peter Obi. The first time I heard Peter Obi, I didn't like his voice. To be honest, I didn't like his voice. I felt like his voice sounded somewhat feminine. The voice wasn't just there. You needed that masculinity, when you hear Bala Blue, Bulaba. You get what I mean? Then you hear, when I was in Osaka, you get the difference. But the man, the inspiration there is that he has accepted his voice. He has seen beyond that. I can give to society, I can give to my state, I can give to Nigeria beyond my voice. And he accepts, not that there's anything wrong with the voice, because even the things you're shy about, it's not as though there's something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. People aren't just used to it. They just have another way of seeing it or thinking that it should be in another way or another style. It doesn't mean your style is even wrong. So you need to accept your style before you expect others to accept your style. Peter Obi has accepted his voice and he has deemed his voice to be a presidential voice. That voice you're criticizing, he has deemed it to be a presidential voice to the point that he was Labour Party presidential candidate in the last general elections. And come 2027, we are still pushing for the coalition to make him the next presidential candidate. That's to tell you that you need to accept yourself. You need to accept yourself, and from your acceptance, we can move on to the acceptance of the world. And your craft, trust me, is great. It's good. Your content is good. It's good. if you objectively, not subjectively, criticize your work and you think that that work is good, and it's good. Another inspiration I'd like to another inspiration I'd like to bring to your attention is Lai Wasapi. In an interview, he told us how he was shooting content and even his girlfriend left him because she didn't believe in the content, but he kept on shooting. He accepted that what he was doing was good. And when one went viral, he had a lot in stock to give to us. That should be the modus operandi, not the operandi of I'm trying to look for the best one, and when the best one goes viral, I'll now go to the kitchen to start cooking more. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's the proper route to go. You need to keep doing what you do, keep building yourself, keep doing your craft, because the more you keep doing, the more you keep getting better. The more you keep getting better, even the one you thought wasn't funny might end up being the funniest one. See you again next time.